Hello to everyone. Today I am here with research methodology section 2. If you are interested to have update videos on banking, finance, research, methodology, governance related topics, please do subscribe my channel. Secondly, in order to grasp the concept of the topic, please do watch this video till end. Research methodology. In the previous session, we have discussed about the characteristics of the research, types of the research. Today in this session, we are going to discuss about what is research problem, sources of the research problem, aspect of research problem, prioritizing research problem, steps in formulating research problem. What is research problem? Any question that you want answer and any assumption or assumption that you want to challenge or investigate. So it is research problem. On one side, want answer. On the other side, challenge or the investigation of any type of the assumption. However, not all questions can be transformed into research problem. The process of formulating them in a meaningful way is not at all an easy task. It means it includes multiple challenges. It requires considerable knowledge of both the subject area and the research methodology. You should be familiar with the different type of the theories related to your topic, as well as having command on the research methodology. A research problem is a perceived gap between what is and what should be. On the one side, the actual position, what is and what should be. Definitely should be and what is. There is something that differs from each other. Research problem arises from evaluation of theories. Peer and supervisor, published research, day-to-day experiences. Where do we go from here? So it's a journey. Where to here? Research problem is like an identification of destination before understanding research journey. So it means you need to understand about the research journey. Clear research problem would result in clear and economical research plan. It means if your research problem is not clear, you may not be able to have the clear result and economical research plan. If it's not economical, it may exceed your cost range. you may have to stop your research work, or it can become your research failure as well. It means clear research problem should be considered, keeping in view your limitations. Research problem is a foundation of research study. What is that? What you want to find out about. On one side, what is that? On the other side, what you want to find about, and not what you think you must find. So every problem do not lead towards the result. Sometimes you may not able to find the data. There is a gap. Problem arises. But due to non-availability of appropriate data, you are not able to find what you want. So many times it happens to multiple scholars. The way we formulate the research problem determines every step that follows. Type of study design that can be used. Type of sampling strategy that can be applied. So the sampling strategy should be realistic. Having the possibilities to make your sample, meeting your all requirements or limitations. Research instrument that can be used or developed. Type of analysis that can be understood. So the research needs having the command in multiple areas. And it happens that a person is not expert in one area. That's why research is done by a group of people. You will find very few researches that used to be done by the individual. Otherwise, research work is done in a group. Every group member having its own expertise. So the combination of expertise make your research able to find your required finding. Sources of research that is also represented with 4 P's: people, program, phenomena, problem, that we are going to discuss in the upcoming slides. Study population, P represents people. Population is related to your participants as a part of your research sample. Subject area, problem, program, phenomena. Aspect of the research problem, study population that include people. Study of individual, organizations, groups, communities. They provide you with the required information or you collect information from or about them. On the other side, on the one side, they can become the provider of the information and also they themselves can become participants. Subject area include problem, that is the study of issues, situations, associations, needs, population composition, profiles, etc. Information that you need to collect to find the answer to your service result research question. Program, content, structure, outcome, attributes, satisfaction. Consumers, providers, etc. Phenomena, cause and effect, relationship, the study of a phenomena itself. Consideration in selecting a research problem. First of all, you will think, then you will pair your thinking with other ideas. Then you will share with your supervisor, with your peers, and have to check either the resources to meet your research possible are available or not. Now here we have some time to discuss in this regard. Data availability, relevance with your thinking. Your interest and expertise either meet to make research success. Concept Myers. You are meeting all ethical practices. What is the magnitude of your research? That include, you can say, the magnitude of the population as a part of your research sample. Prioritizing research problem, relevance, how important, what's the size, severity, health and social consequences. Duplication, is the answer already available from the other studies? So it is possible that in the different studies, answer may be available. If your answer is different from the available answers, so you will have to find the cause. There may be the chances your participants are purely professional and mature people. On the other side, the participants may not take your research work serious. So both chances, possibility can be feasible to carry out the remedial action. If one side You are using first plan. Your backup plan is your remedial action. Are the manpower, time, and the resources available? Applicability. Potential solution is effective under ideal condition. Will managers expect and use it? Cost effectiveness is also very important. Are the resources invested worth the outcome? You have made the heavy expenditure, but your research is not having any impact to the neither society nor having any contribution to the industry. Will the solution be too expensive to implement? So you have to keep in your mind. Timeline is, will the answer come quick enough? If it will not meet your timelines, your research work will delay. Ethics, will the project be acceptable to the respondent? Critical acceptability, will the manager and the community accept the results? So these are the important things that you will have to keep in your mind. But most important thing is, if your work is ethical and your purpose is to find a real, genuine problem solution that may not be acceptable to many people, may be acceptable to few people. If it is genuine research, either is it acceptable or not acceptable, it can or definitely consider to be your contributory role to certain area. Steps in formulating research problem: identifying board field. Step 2, dissect to sub-area. Step 3, select interested sub-area. Step 4, raise question. Step 5, formulate objectives. Step 6, assess objective. Step 7, double check. Double check is very important. It will help you to find a fact-based research. What is an objective? A clear and specific goal you set out to attain in your study. Two types of the objectives: main objective, specific objective, or the subject objective. How we define the main objective and how we define the sub-objective. Main objective is overall statement of the thrust of your study. Overall statement of the thrust of your study. It is also a statement of the main association and the relationship that you seek to discover or establish. Sub-objective, the specific aspect of the topic that you want to investigate within the main framework of your study. One sub-objective contains one aspect only. Keep in your mind that whenever you are developing sub-objective, it should contain only one aspect, not more than one. Here we have the example for the formulation of the research objective or the research problem, you can say. The studies develop the relation that alter bank traditional structure in terms of managing their loan portfolio with the advantage from the less risky and the risk-free investment opportunity. Here, the banks develop the alter than the traditional structure. The bank's assets consist of mainly, on one side, loan portfolio and on the other side, investment portfolio. Loan portfolio is considered to be a risky portfolio. Every customer having a level of the risk. Some may have very little risk, some may have heavy risk, but that is considered to be a risky portfolio. On the other side, the investment part includes less risky investment or risk-free investment as a part of treasury bills. Treasury bills are considered to be the risk-free investment. The primary objective of the study is to determine the impact of the structural change in the portfolio of the commercial banks on revenue generating assets of the bank. Now, if a bank shifts from the loan side to the investment side, because both loan portfolio and the investment are revenue generating assets. If they are shifting from one side to the other side, you will have to determine what is the impact of this shift. In addition, the study determines whether the disintermediation is a profitable strategy, whether the primary stakeholder interest remains secure in this strategy. Whatever the action banks have taken as disintermediation, either it improves its profitability or keep the stakeholders secure. It is one of the example of the objective setting. There is another example. There is a fundamental gap in the existing literature when considering risk exposure and coexistence of the Islamic and the conventional banks within a financial system. While numerous studies focus on the comparing Islamic and the conventional bank, very few consider risk alongside stability while controlling for the industry and the economic affairs. Further, the existing research do not determine the consistency of finding across the ownership mode. Here we find the gap that most of the studies didn't focus on the ownership mode. So in this research, we need to address on the ownership mode. With the above mentioned scenario in mind, the objective of this study is to identify the impact of equity on credit risk and solvency credit across the financial mode and the ownership mode. It's a comparison between the financial and the ownership mode. The research question to meet this objective are: first, what is the impact of the quality of equity on the credit risk across the financial mode? and ownership mode? And secondly, what is the impact of quality of equity on solvency risk, solvency credit across financial mode and the ownership mode? So these need to be answered. Characteristics of the objective, first of all, descriptive study that include clear, complete, and the specific. Main variables, if you incorporate the main variable, it comes correlation study, experimental and the non-experimental. If we add direction, so here we can develop the multiple hypotheses to meet our study objective. Hypothesis can also be used as different objectives. Thank you very much. See you again with the upcoming video on the same topic very soon.